What's going on YouTube? It's your buddy Will from the What's Up in the Sky 37 channel. We're online at www.whatsupinthesky.com, and it's time for NASA just to come out. Let me come down and have a press conference with you guys and show you some of my findings that we found and some of the findings that my subscribers have found and the millions of findings that we found from the moon, Mars, Saturn, all over the place that point towards this extraterrestrial life either in the past or current still on the planet. It's time. I mean, this is getting to be where every single picture that comes out, you can go find something for yourself. This isn't just normal rocks, people, ladies and gentlemen. If you think this is absolutely just rocks, you've got rocks in your head and you're stuck in a system where you're just believing what you're told. And I understand that. I've been in that system before. When you're told this is this is this is this, um, you are tend to believe what you've been told. You've been conditioned to believe that. Anything else is, especially in the society today, and especially in Western society, if you believe something else, you've been written off with some sort of label. Whether they label you a kook, conspiracy theorist, a truther, whatever they give you a label. Once they've labeled you, they can go ahead and just tear you down just by that label. All labels do is attach all the stigma that they've already put on that label to it. So enough of that. Let's take a look at this. What seems to be my buddy Dean sent this over again. Duty Rock. He uses that Mars Images software, I'm pretty sure too. And he's using it on his Samsung, I think. I think that's the little tag at the bottom always says. But check this thing out. I'm not sure if these are connected or not, but it almost looks to me like they are. If not, they seem to be two identical pieces. And next to something that looks like a piece that was carved right out of some kitchen somewhere or some old really fancy looking place, like a fancy looking a stonework somewhere, like in some of the megalithic builders here on Earth had done. Let me pull this back a little bit so you can see it. I do believe this is just one whole thing. It almost looks like a car bumper. That's what he called it, the car bumper. And I don't know what I'm going to name it on my thing. Sometimes I put these names up sometimes, like I go way out there so people will come check it out. And I tell you, the ones that go really way out there, like that hybrid woman found melting out of or melting in sand, stuff like that, they get a lot of hits. It's amazing. I think that one's about up to 150 million now. 150 million, I wish. 150,000. If we had 150 million on any one of these Mars videos, I think the whole paradigm would have been changed. So, all right, guys, let's see. Enough blabbing. Let's get looking at this thing. Let me show you where it's at. You don't have to come over. You don't have to look up here. Basically, go to the description, click on it, hit the full resolution one, and you're going to see it's the same pic. All I've done is saved it to my hard drive and brought it up here in Photoshop. So you see it here. And what we're going to do is go ahead and there's a couple other things in this picture I want to go over. Oh, oops. Just some random things up there. But let's take a really good look at this and see what, let's do the auto color. I like to do this auto color thing and see what Photoshop thinks it should look like. I think it should look a lot less brown and that orangey brown it's got, that mud brown. I think that's added from the Rover. I think it's probably a couple clicks on one of the color patterns and it adds it. And it seems like every time you're in, or you use the color calibration target, which I've showed how to do a couple of videos ago, it seems like that comes up. So anyway, that looks much better to me. Yeah, it's a little bit dark, so let's see if we can, let's actually zoom in a little bit, then start adjusting some things. So I want to look at this right here and go over what's here, because to me, as I see it curving here, I see it coming up like this, and it seems to have some sort of pattern or something put into it. So we're going to go with what we can come up with. Let's see, image, auto contrast. Well, you know what? Sometimes I do the auto just to see what it did. It didn't do much there. So let's go ahead and go to exposure. Pull the gamma up just a tad. Alright, that's going to darken it up a little bit. A lot of times when I use the gamma like this, I'm just trying to really see the edges of these things. Try and pull it out, because a lot of times, see, look at over here, this perfectly, almost looks like standard radio or something just sitting there. Perfect, sitting on the edge. Look at that. I mean, that's pretty amazing. Here, what I've done now is pull the lines out. So a lot of people will say, oh, that's just pixelation, and now these pictures are really desaturated. It's pretty bad. Are saturated, whatever you want. I think it's desaturated, what you want to call it. It's been just totally, see how it's just kind of all these colors are in it and stuff like that. And when I use the auto color, they come out a little bit more, but they're in it. See, watch, I'm going to go ahead and it's there. See the colors? Hopefully you can see it on your screen. I've got a 27-inch iMac here, and I can see it. It's like here would be red. Here's a little bit of green down that stripe. When they add that stuff to it, all it does is blend this stuff up even more. And then it takes things that do have color and makes it look like, oh, well, that's just that, artifacts. But even if you're looking over here, right next to this stuff, looks to be very interesting. Um, if you're new to my videos, I think something happened on Mars that made it look like this junkyard. There's probably still life on it just because there are places that have trees and water. And if you don't believe me, go ahead and just type in, go to my page, go up to the search and hit, trees on Mars or water on Mars. You're going to find my videos. Or you go to my website and search for it. Either way. Um, but like I said, Dean said that looks like a car bumper, and it kind of does. It looks like a back bumper where you put it in, it comes up here. Here's the wheel well right there. We go there, just tie into it and snap it on. Just a little plastic piece, depending on what car. Most cars now be plastic, so. Um, but there does seem to be a lot of interesting stuff here. He seems to think too. There's also some animals in this picture. I don't know. I didn't take the time to actually go see if there anything moving in these pictures. A lot of people do. And if you check out my last video, I tell you how to get the Mars Images app. That's a really good app to look for moving stuff because you can go back and forth real quick and look through pictures. But this right here is a really cool anomaly. Not sure what's going on with that. Let me see if we can't do a step forward and see what happens. Get it back to there. That's definitely an interesting anomaly. Looks like it's got a handle or something, and it's definitely standing up because you can see the shadow here. It's coming out over here. Um, Interesting stuff here. All the colors that it's added to it just get to me. It just look how I get so upset sometimes with these pictures because why are we not getting back beautiful, pristine stuff? It just doesn't make any sense. Look at this. Tell me what rock grows like this, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to come out and let's get this stuff out. I'm going to start a campaign. I want to go on George Norrie's Coast to Coast. Ever since like I started listening to that show, I always had a real dreams that I'd be on that show. And this year I want to do it. First I wanted to do it with my music because like all the music I had written at the time was like Anti-Gravity was named as one of the song, Illusion, New World Order, weird stuff like that. It would fit the spot. But I know now what I wanted to be talking about. This is my goal now, is to get this information out to the public and let them see it. So I'm in the process of doing a coffee book right now. I'm gonna have that ready to go, and I want to get on George Norrie's show and I want to talk to him for an hour about what's going on up there. I know I'd be a good guest. I used to host a radio show on the Energy Field radio network thing that my ex-girlfriend and I had. And we had a lot of fun. We did a show called The Paranormal Spot, talked about things. But here's this here, more rounded stuff. I mean, right here, this is just too cool. I mean, and it looks like it's got something here really shiny. So this is like two separate materials almost. It definitely looks like two separate materials. And look at it, it comes down and attaches to this piece. It looks like machinery, stuff that's just been tossed about. This right here looks like a statue of some sort for sure that's just been chuckled about. And I'm not sure if anybody else has found this already. A lot of people get indignant about, their finds. I just got this sent from my buddy Dean on here. He sends me a lot of good stuff. So if anybody else has found this and put it up yet, apologies. If email me, I'll link your thing up. I'm all about giving everybody else publicity on here. There's a lot of people who've actually started making videos because of my videos, and it's flattering, and I'm excited, so I always give them publicity. I'm trying to get this information out. Unless you're doing stuff like the couple other channels out there who they're not, they do the stuff they're doing is making us look really bad. I don't give them out. So if I say somebody's cool on here, usually I think they're pretty cool, you know what I mean? um, anyway, so let's see here. All right, let me go back. See, every time I do the card, let me just see if I can't mess with the exposure. Let's see if we can't pull. Oh goodness. God, it's like they've just done it so. Ugh. It's so blurry. It just drives me insane. It's like it should not be this blurry. So look here. This is interesting up here. Let me move back up to here. And I was just trying to get a little bit of a contrast here on it. Okay. A little interesting thing. So this looks like when you're looking now. When a little hobby of mine is take some pictures. Um, Ann and I went up to the when we go out, like we'll go somewhere, and take a trip somewhere like this past thing we do. We were just at the zoo one time, and I took a picture like these leaves and stuff like that. And then I added that filter, what I thought these people do to these pictures, look at this nice little thing there, and turned that brown and stuff. It made it look like Mars, basically, what we get back from the rovers on Mars. So basically, the only way I could get the stuff to look like this was when it was like roughage and stuff like that. So the stuff is pretty amazing. I wonder, how do you get these intricate patterns? You know what I mean? These aren't JPEG artifacts. I can tell you that right now. Look at this stuff. One, there's an X right here. Two, three. Look at that horseshoe. See if you guys can see this. You're on your cell phone. My apologies. Um, but you can see the horseshoe here. Circle. Just interesting piece. This rock just happens to be sitting up like that. This looks like some sort of a piece of something. Um, and what I do, I see what I see, you see what you see. That's why I love comments, because I like when you comment, guys, and you actually put like a timestamp and say right there, or if you download the picture and you come back and you say, okay, in this part of the picture, right here, right here, right here. Um, the comments are the interaction is what keeps me going here. You know what I mean? Right now, like I said, my father just passed away. You go, thank you guys. I have so many condolences every time, and you guys are just still sending me stuff. It's amazing. And I was unexpected. He had a heart attack in his sleep, peaceful. But I'm here with my mother now, and she's just distraught. So hopefully, I'm gonna have a lot more time to sit here and do this and work on some stuff. I need to get my mind, focused on this stuff. So he was like a partner in crime when it came to it. A lot of times when there was news and stuff coming out, especially about wallops down the street, he let me know about the launches and stuff, so I could get video of it. He's one of my best friends. I'm gonna miss him. So check this out. This looks like some sort of machine, and look, this almost looks like some sort of weird gear or look at that. It's just very shiny. It's got little forks coming out like that. What do you guys think that is? That's interesting. And it does look like it's connected here. See, you don't really know because you can't see that little spot there. So everything I say is just basically speculation, but that's why you guys come. I don't know why you guys come here and watch the videos and stay and watch them. Like I said, I'm flattered that people sit and watch these videos. I still can't believe that you do. Um, But this stuff is, then again, this stuff is, very, very, what do we all want to know as humans? What really is going on? That's all we all, I think, especially as people who like come together over stuff like that. We just want to know what the truth is and what the hell's going on? What is this thing? Um, why? Why is this thing? That's kind of interesting. I don't think anything too out of the ordinary there. So let me back up, see if I missed anything else. I won't keep you guys too long. Oh, well, maybe I haven't gone up top. Oh, look at this right here. This is interesting. Kind of looks like like a grate there. Comes out a little bit more. Like I said, these colors, you can't really go on the colors just because the colors are added. I think they're just been added to it to muck it up, basically. Oh yeah, there's much more up here we need to look at. Look at this symmetry here. Look at this. This thing comes back like that, comes up, comes down. Perfect shadow. It's even got like that perfect angle on it. Well, and I looked at this earlier. What in the world is some of these things? Look at this right here. Look at the symmetry on this wall or whatever this is. And this thing standing in front of it. Almost looks like something from Easter Island. And that, oh, where you go? That's pretty cool. It looks like it's got some sort of big circle on the front. Comes out. Looks like this would all be one piece. It's a lot darker than the stuff around it. Oh, NASA, NASA, NASA. Why are we getting these grainy pictures back? Come on. I know this thing is like I just know that you guys got probably live cameras on it. I know. If you didn't send it up and have live cameras on it or at least taped cameras, shame on you. Shame on you for spending $1 billion not having like a better resolution. I mean, I'm a taxpayer here, and damn it, I pay a lot of taxes, an awful lot of tax, and I've been paying them for a long time, and I'm an IT guy, IT director. I've worked hard my whole life. Even just the taxes on the AdSense account, they don't take, Google doesn't take that out. I got to make sure I do it myself, so Look at this right here. This is interesting. These just don't seem. A lot of this doesn't seem like rocks to me. It seems like something is ruins, and some things that have been. Looks like they've been knocked off by heat. Oh, here. I can't believe I didn't come here first. So I hope you guys make it here. How far am I? Let's see. 15 minutes. I hope you guys stuck with me because this part's cool up here. I don't know exactly what's going on, but check this out. It's kind of like a clearing, no rocks at all. So either right away you're thinking that's kind of strange. How it's very, very choppy all around, very, very choppy all around. Like this is some sort of strange. I mean, it almost looks like artifacts, and things like that. Connections, things connecting. And there's like a circle, half a wheel here. But then you've got these blocks that are perfectly cut, and they look like they've got these little things here in the middle. This one you can see how it's cut perfect, and it's got like almost like you could pour something into it. Here, perfect 90-degree angles on that one. The outside, there's perfect circles. And you find like things like this that are like perfect squares. Very interesting piece up there, and it's just strange because look, the whole picture, you don't have any other clearings. This is all this real. I mean, look at it. There's patterns in it. It almost looks like roots and stuff like that, but just rockiness. Very just rocky and the strata. But right here, it just gives way. It almost looks like something's been taken out of the picture and stuff's been added. Look at this right here. Tell me this stuff doesn't look like it was pasted and copied in. Look, I'll even show you. It looks like this right here was brought in from something else. See how you can see the outline of it? No, it may not have been, but who knows? People, I have so many different subscribers that believe so many different things. That's another reason why I love doing this. And just because you guys give me so many different, you just because you guys are basically as crazy as I am when it comes to thinking outside the box, and that maybe there's more to everything than what we've been told. Maybe, just maybe, we have no clue what's going on. Now this just looks like a rocky outcliff or outcropping. Here we go. Look at that more. There's perfect circles kind of sitting in there. This thing's just sitting up there. And then tell me why this stuff like this looks like it's just kind of knocked out. It's got that where they saturated it or whatever. Oh yeah, this thing out here kind of looks like a huge worm. Check that out. All right, look at that. Then see that? It's like a ridge right here, or like a pipeline. Oh, check this thing out too, man. This has got something coming up off top of it. Let me see something real quick. Image. See that? Pretty cool. And whatever this thing is, this looks like a machine of some sort. Same thing down here. This stuff is interesting. Let's see what we do. We do same thing. Image, auto color. Circles and circles. I don't know, guys. This one's running long. Oh, yeah, here's a couple. Let's look right here, too, just to check this out. Look at that. Perfect triangle. Let's do the same thing. Image. Do, 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 do. Auto color. Bingo. You can still see it. It's there. So, I mean, either the rock was just placed like that and it was chipped up and it looked like it had at one time a perfect line, a perfect cutout, and looked like time did something to it. So, not sure, not sure. So, much love, guys. Take it easy. It's Will, What's Up in the Sky 37, www.whatsupinthesky.com. Hit like if you made it this far. I hope you did. Anything else I missed? I know there was. Comment below, let me know what I missed. Much love to you guys. Take it easy once again. Thank you guys for all the condolences. I love you all so much. Peace.